If you can. Thank you. Pleasure meeting you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. And I was looking forward to come. And especially besides the school, eat Sichuan food. Oh. You have to train hard and study hard. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Winfried. Thank you for your time to make this interview with us. First of all, I want to show you something special. Please turn around and look at the screen. Can you recognize who he is? Actually, it's Golden 60.
Yeah, Golden 60. He looks similar, but he looks a little bit more muscular. But I think the face is Golden 60.
The reason why we bring it here is just in order to make you feel like home.
No, it's very impressive. If you look at Golden 60 is a symbol of Hong Kong. It is always the strive for excellence, and Golden 60 is a horse which really inspired Hong Kong. If you look at our journey to world-class excellence, we decided in 1998 that we want to become a global leader and we want to become world-class. And we had a strategy where we clearly laid out what we want to achieve in the next 5, 10, 15 years. And when you then see that after 10 years, 15 years, this strategy is really successful. We have now only 0.7%, 0.8% of the world's horse population, but 9% of the best horses trained in Hong Kong.
Let's get back to your trip. Yesterday, when I was with you at the sports school, I heard that you want to try some Sichuan food this time. So, have you made it?
Definitely. I think we had wonderful hosts who provided us with Sichuan food. And from mapo tofu to other spicy delicacies. The only thing we have not yet tried is rabbit head. So therefore we said we will do this as a team building exercise today.
Oh, well, how many times have you been here in Sichuan, and what is your impression about Sichuan?
And we have made now over the years many friends. I say Sichuan is one of the beauties in China. And if you look at the landscape and the people, which is most important, so I always welcome coming back here. Sometimes I have not enough time, but it is for me a place which is dear to my heart.
Well, yesterday we visited the Hong Kong Jockey Club Olympic School, and over the past 12 years, that school has trained over 600 backup talents for various sports teams, and resulting in 9 World Championships, 6 Asian Championships, and 40 National Championships. What is your perspective on these achievements?
First of all, when we decided to which kind of projects, sport is always dear to our heart, and we thought that the Olympic school, who had obviously always a big focus on in Sichuan sports development, that this was a very good project. So we discussed then in a way how this could be designed, and the major differentiator is that you can train as a top-class athlete, but you can still further your academic studies, which I personally think makes you in the end a better person. We thought this is wonderful. And the other aspect we saw is a wonderful platform for exchange. If one looks at youth exchange, top athletes from Hong Kong and from Sichuan, and for us therefore that was the strategy. And again, it was done and executed perfectly by the Sichuan's sports administration and the school, and the results speak for themselves.
As you've just mentioned, you emphasized the importance of fostering cultural and sports exchanges, especially between the young people. So what do you believe are the key significance of these exchanges?
When I came to Hong Kong in 1998 and looked at the development of Hong Kong, I personally believed that Hong Kong was looking for its identity. So therefore, to build cultural understanding, you cannot teach it in school. The best is then people travel, people see, people in a way, young, especially young people,
To feel by themselves.
feel them themselves. Because you can describe as people seeing is believing. And I witness over now the years I've been in Hong Kong, the dramatic development of China and progress. And this was for us very important, that we want to show more Hong Kong young people how China has developed and develop a national pride and understand the deep culture and heritage of China. And this is why youth exchange is for us a key strategy to bring, in a way, under the one country, two system, Hong Kong and mainland as more integrated together.
Notice that most of the projects that donated by Hong Kong Jockey Club are primarily focused on education. So what drives your emphasis on supporting education and initiatives?
If you look at our whole portfolio, we have a base portfolio of donations of around 4.5 to 5.5 billion. But education, youth development has always an allocation of around 25%. Why? Youth is the future. And the more you build characters, the more you build leadership, you more help young people to develop and fulfill their dreams, the more and brighter you can be ensured that your future is. Sichuan, that has naturally the risk of disasters, and how you can much more strategic and systematic prevent, make incident management, and then look at rehabilitation and reconstruction. And this Institute for Disaster Recovery and Management is unique in the world. I personally feel it's a major achievement, and I really believe this will help not only the nation, it has the potential to be a global example of world best excellence.
Apart from the youth exchanges and promoting talent exchanges between Sichuan and Hong Kong is also a key focus for the Hong Kong Jockey Club. How do you think Sichuan's changes and development over these years, and do you think Sichuan a suitable place for young people from Hong Kong to invest and start businesses?
Definitely. First of all, I personally think the quality of life in Sichuan is fantastic. So I think you have a very good environment. But when you see Sichuan in the last 10, 15 years, how Sichuan has developed and how Sichuan has become a center for entrepreneurship, I think this is a wonderful, in a way, opportunity for young Hong Kong people. We will encourage people to really explore Sichuan. And this is why we see our relationship between Hong Kong and Sichuan not as a tactical one, we see this as a strategic one. And this is why, in a way, we have really feel when we come here at home.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The Hong Kong Jockey Club has been actively involved in charity and sports undertakings in the mainland for a long time, and has provided a lot of support for exchanges and cooperation between Sichuan and Hong Kong in various fields such as health, medical emergency, education, sports, and personnel training.